Corey Hollis and Mike Posey, Alabama Attitude! This is the wrestling machine, Corey Hollis. My name is Mike Posey. Together, we are collectively known as Alabama Attitude. Being from Alabama, not only does that make us better than every one of you people here, it makes us better than everybody in the back.
And that is why we have Alabama Attitude.
Now, every time I come here, hey, that little crappy owner sitting there sipping his little coffee, I'm talking to you, Franklin Dove, is running from me. All you people, you want to see Iceberg in a cage with 5 minutes with Jerry Palmer? Well, I want to get 5 minutes with Franklin Dove. You can fly halfway across the world to Japan to have dinner with Stephen Walters, but you can't get in the ring with me. Oh yeah, he's your boy, right? He's your boy. We're going to whip Stephen Walters just like we're going to whip you. And we're going to do it after we beat Slim J and Seth tonight. Bring them out here.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You boys, it's one thing you're from Alabama, but it's another thing to come out here with such a bad attitude. You know, when Seth is in the ring, it's time for a party, Daddy. And I just want you to know, normally my partner tonight likes to party just like I do. He loves to do a little sexy dance down to the ring. But tonight is truly special. My partner wants to do something more than dance.
Well,
music lady, get ready.
I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence. And nobody can hang with my stuff. You know, I'm just a big, hairy American winning machine. If you ain't first, you're last. You know, don't talk about that phrase, trademark, not to use it.
I don't know when the world's going in, till then I'm in it to win. Oh yeah. I don't know when the world's going in, till then I'm in it to win.
Oh yeah, I'm in it to win and making money, to spend and give me rooms. I've been it with the tip of feet. You just trying to prove it when I already did it. All of these is wanting it when you can't even get it. Ric Flair with the stare, I'm too rare to compare. I'm the turtle, you the hair, even Drake to my snare.
It is main event time here this week in Anarchy, and we're having a lot of fun here in the Anarchy Arena, of course, part of Cornelia, Georgia. And of course, Seth Delane, not too long ago, just recently celebrated a birthday. Having a little bit of fun is Slim J as well, gracing us with some lyrical poems, if you will. I think that's what the kids are calling it these days. Some say rap. I don't know if you have that in you as well, too. You can lay a track down.
Oh. Referee Ken Wallace just found a pair of brass knuckles of Mike Posey's trunks with a little bit of assist from Seth Delay.
Well, I'm certainly going to take Ken Wallace's word for it. I'm not going back in those pants pockets. Wait a second, the roll up here, this could be it already, and the birthday celebration, I was going to say could continue. Arm drag takedown, Seth Delay takes her right to Mike Posey.
This should be a tremendous main event this week on Anarchy. Seth DeLay, Slim J, two of the top Anarchy wrestlers of all time. Mike Posey and Corey Hollis, Alabama Attitude, one of the top tag teams in the region right now.
That's true. You know, and they had kind of some disparaging words for our fans here, of course, talking about Mike Posey, Corey Hollis, for the fans here in Georgia, pretty much talking about how great Alabama is. Takedown again. And I have no doubts Alabama's great. Only been there once, and I remembered it as I was looking through my rearview mirror. But needless to say, people are nice there, and not everyone is indicative to, of course, the styles of Mike Posey and Corey Hollis, I am sure.
Well, we heard Mike Posey mentioning Hardcore Hell and the fact that if Team Anarchy is successful, they can get 5 minutes in the ring with Jerry Palmer. He is still on this kick about Franklin Dove wanting a match with him. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, week in, week out, every time I see Mike Posey, he is obsessed with Franklin Dove. Like maybe Franklin Dove should have sent him like a fruit basket or something and maybe smooth the waters a little bit of his employees. But the tag being made to Slim J. Now we're going to see how these two, very almost evenly matched up with size. And Slim J a little more of a high flyer, but Corey Hollis a little more in the built category, I guess, with a size advantage for the upper body. But right now, neither one really backing down. It should be a really good matchup here.
I've been looking forward to seeing this since I heard it was announced for this week. Tremendous tag team action. Your main event this week on Anarchy. Slim J with the advantage at an immediate reversal by Corey Hollis. Well, like take down 2 points.
Absolutely. Well, one thing I was going to say, one thing you always got to give Slim J is, you know, one of our crown jewels here, and being able to capture every championship that we have at Anarchy. You can really, he's like a great puzzle piece. You could really put him in any spot whatsoever, and he could fit perfectly. We've seen him time and time again, as we see Corey Hollis really taking it to Slim J and doing push-ups on top of that. But, you know, Slim J is teamed with a variety of different people. We see him a lot of times teaming with Azrael. And here this week we see him teaming with Seth DeLay. He can just fit any place possible, and that's something that really to be said about him. And, of course, his stay here in Anarchy.
Yeah, that's one thing that Slim J and I do not have in common, and that's that grand championship reign. I have not held a single title here at Anarchy.
Well, there's always a chance. You never know. Maybe one day,
perhaps. There is absolutely no
chance whatsoever. And, of course, we've got action going on in the ring here. Action going to be taking place as well. Hardcore Hell. You do not want to miss it. If you're not able to be here in Cornelia, Georgia, make sure you check it out when we release it on DVD, of course. You can find out all that information on our website. And Slim J, man, right back into that side headlock again. Can't say I've ever seen that. Jumping off the top rope to fit perfectly.
It looked to me like he was going for a bulldog at first, but then took him over with a side headlock.
Well, Slim J can really just adapt in mid-air, I've seen time and time again, and change whatever move he was going to do to fit what he needs to be able to do. And that's what makes a really good veteran here.
Slim J is the more experienced athlete in this contest. It was just a couple of years ago, Corey Hollis was one of the top runners-up for the Pro Wrestling Illustrated Rookie of the Year. So he's only about 2-3 years experience at this point. Slim goes for the cover.
Yeah, Mike Posey really, if they want to be able to keep this Alabama attitude going and their winning ways, they really need to make that tag, because Slim J and Seth DeLay making quick and frequent tags right now as they're in control of this contest for our main event. Seth DeLay backing Corey Hollis into the corner, going to drive that shoulder straight into the midsection of Corey Hollis. And, of course, we've touched on before in regards to the matchup with Seth DeLay, the brass knuckles are banned, of course, in that big matchup that he got against the Deadly Sin 7. And that really is going to kind of take away from one of the weapons, of course, that Seth DeLay has liked to use over the years. And when you're taking on someone the size of 7, you need every advantage you possibly could get.
That's true, and Slim J also has a huge match as part of Hardcore Hell. He's going to be involved in War Games, but now we see if what we heard earlier from Jeff G. Bailey is true. Team Anarchy's down a member. We don't know where Casanova's going to be. He's dealing with family issues at home, which, you know, we wish all the best in that, but that puts Team Anarchy at a disadvantage going into the War Games, especially when so much is on the line. If Team Elite wins War Games, Jerry Palmer regains total control of Anarchy. It'll be the end of the Franklin Dove era.
It could be an end of us. We may not even have jobs after Hardcore Hell.
Very true. We could see Andrew Pendleton III and John Johnson back here at the broadcast booth. But if Team Anarchy wins, a member of Team Anarchy will get 5 minutes inside the cage with Jerry Palmer.
Oh, that'll be great, and that's certainly such high implications for Hardcore Hell. And right there, as you saw Seth delay, you could take a leg and a knee out there. Corey Hollis following through and catches Seth delay. Going to go in for the cover. Only able to get a 2 count. Now, who knows the severity of any injury from Mike Posey on the outside. He's grabbing that leg. One of the most agile members and men here in Anarchy. But when you do what Seth delay just did, it could take anybody's leg and knee out.
Hollis charging in, catches the foot of Seth delay right in the chin.
And now Seth delay going to whip back into the corner, but the brakes he put on.
Oh, my.
And Corey Hollis just slides and slams Seth delay into that ring post. And meanwhile, while Mike Posey's already out there, figures he might as well do a little bit of damage before Slim J can cut him off of the pass.
And naturally, Mike Posey is going to tell the referee to check on Slim J. That's the advantage Mike Posey has over most superstars. Mike Posey has been an official. He's been a referee. He knows what he can get away with because it's happened to him before.
Excellent point. He certainly knows the tricks of what to be able to do to get behind really the back of the official. And Ken Wallace has got 4 men that he's got to be able to keep up with right at this point while the tag being made. Mike Posey snapmares down Seth delay, drops the elbow as well, and is going to continue to keep doing it. And you have to wonder, is Mike Posey superimposing, in his mind at least, Franklin Dove on the mat there?
He could very well be have the image in his head that he is in there with Franklin Dove instead of Seth delay.
Slim J, with these fans certainly getting behind him, and Seth delay would love to be able to make that tag to get into the ring. Seth delay just trying anything he possibly can to break the hold, and again Mike Posey just follows through. That's going to be the 2nd or 3rd time Seth delay has taken the knee and the leg to the midsection here. And the veteran, Mike Posey, wisely plants Seth delay right over by his corner, so he's able to make that tag to Corey Hollis. Gets the ire up of Slim J. And again, the referee's only one man, and as you touched on earlier, Mike Posey using that to his advantage.
Corey Hollis now going to the waist, trying to cut off the airflow in the lungs to Seth delay, rolls him over, but he rolls him closer to his tag team partner. That may be that inexperience in Corey Hollis.
Yeah, Corey Hollis has to be really careful here because you've got Slim J who's on fire and wants to be tagged in and will do absolutely anything, just chomping at the bit. And kind of a little bit of a stake there because it allows Seth delay a little closer to Slim J, although as you see right now, Corey Hollis putting his body into between the men of Seth delay and Slim J. Makes the tag, catches the leg as well. Mike Posey drops that leg, hooks the leg as well too. Only able to get that 2 count. Kind of like the Alabama Jam, and of course coming from the Alabama Attitude, expect nothing less. And they're really just trying to wear down the oxygen of Seth delay here. And of course, you know, one thing that comes to mind, you know, any damage done to the ribs and the lack of oxygen, of course, if you think about it, if you get into the grasp of the Deadly Sin 7, any bear hug, any type of move whatsoever, again, Seth delay could be gone.
This is very true.
That's something that these men really have to think about as they head, you know, not far from now to Hardcore Hell.
Gut wrench into the knee. Hollis going for the cover, hooks the leg.
Still unable to get a 2 count here. Great main event here this week for Anarchy.
That roll-up would have almost been a small package if Hollis had been able to get his leg in and hook the leg of Seth delay.
And as you saw, once again, Corey Hollis just backing Seth delay into his own corner. Oh, you got to be kidding me. And right now, Corey Hollis, a cheap shot on Slim J. Not only did it have the effectiveness against Slim J, but it also bought Mike Posey a little bit of time to do some underhanded attacks. But right now, Seth delay just trying to fight back every way he can, and Slim J's had enough.
Referee saying no tag. This time there was a tag. Slim J in. Hollis catches him into a full Nelson. Have them both, flips up and over.
Oh, great move there from Slim J. Slim J's got to be careful because the Alabama Attitude have teamed time and time again, whereas his team has really more of a makeshift team put together this week. Nice drop toe hold. What is he going to do here? The innovator of offense never ceases to amaze me. wrenching back on both legs. Both members of Alabama Attitude are in trouble. The fans here in Cornelia shouting tap. Didn't have it cinched in long enough, but meanwhile, keep your eye on Seth DeLay.
Beautiful missile drop kick by Seth DeLay.
Seth DeLay winds up and knocks Mike Posey over the top rope. And now Corey Hollis waits to let go behind.
Snapmare into a cover.
On Slim J as well. We've got action on the outside here. Meanwhile, keep
Northern Light suplex.
Action in the ring as well.
Up into a T-bone suplex. Goes for the cover. Mike Posey right in there to break it up before a 1 count.
You have to wonder, that probably would have been it right there if it wasn't for the opportune moment for Mike Posey to be in the ring when the pin was being made. And Mike Posey needs to be careful not to mouth off to the official. And Slim J just trying to fight both men at one time.
Double underhook.
Oh, Corey Hollis going to try and catch him. What are they going to do here? And Slim J's trying to fight out of it. They got some of it, but not all that they had wanted, perhaps. Oh, and that might have been the difference of putting the man away for a 3 count right there.
If they'd have been able to hit that as effectively as they wanted to, that very well could have been the finish of the match.
And Seth DeLay has made his way back up, but he doesn't look like he's in any shape whatsoever to be tagged. While the Alabama Attitude continue.
Could be a power bomb. Flying head scissors.
Oh, straight into Mike Posey. The tag being made to Seth DeLay. He's going to make his way in. But while he sets up, meanwhile, both members of Alabama Attitude have no wind up inside
package.
Oh, they've got it. Happy birthday to you, Seth
The winners of the bout, the King, Seth DeLay, and Slim J.